There ain't no reason you should not do video today, yeah, baby. Today, yeah, baby. Hey, if you're anything like me, and I think you are, you want to create videos that have substance, that actually make a difference. And perhaps you've seen a lot of these TikTok or TikTok like videos that are going crazy viral. And you think to yourself, what the heck? Seriously, this is nonsense. Why are these popular? And so then you think, I don't want to jump into that. That's ridiculous. It's for kids, it's silly dancing videos. But no, if you actually want to create videos that make a difference, that have substance, that matter, that show you off and attract your ideal target clients, then you are going to love today's episode because I have a model that works for every piece of content you put out there. If you use the 5 pieces of this model, you will start creating videos that actually matter. So if you want to create videos that matter, grab your coffee because it is time to rise. And is it time to shine? Where? Oh, it is always time to shine. So let's do this. Welcome back to Rise and Shine, Sunshine. That's a mouth twister. See, I have my shirt. Hello, Sunshine. Hello, Sunshine. Welcome back to Rise and Shine, the weekly live stream that helps you show up and shine as the unique, brilliant superstar that you are. I am Nika Stewart, and I help experts get the recognition that they deserve with online video. So let me say hello to all of my amazing friends. And Shari is asking, how do I get my picture to show up? Well, because I am live today on Ecamm and Restream, there should be a little something in the caption on the video that gives you a link to click. And if you click and give permission, your face and name will show up. And there's actually a few more of you, and I'm seeing your names. I'm seeing, yes, that's Shari. I see Heather. And so if you have not clicked that or you don't see something to click, feel free to, and you're in a group. So if you are in a group on Facebook, you have to give permission for your name and face to show up. So if you haven't and you're typing and we're chatting and you're in a group on Facebook, if you can't find that link, just put your name in every time you post so I know who I'm talking to. Thank you so much. So today, and back to hellos. Hello, Say. Hello, Nancy. She raised her hand. She used to think that you had to be a silly lunatic on video to go viral, but you don't. Hello, Lala. When I waved earlier, Nancy said she waved back, and that's so funny. I do that sometimes, and then I'm like, oh, they can't see me. That's so funny. Hello, Heather. Hello, Shari. Hello to all of you who are here. Feel free to let me know where you are coming from and your name so I could say hello. Hello, busy mom of 2. I'm a busy mom of 1. So great to see you. We are going to talk today about creating videos that matter. And what the heck do I mean by videos that matter? Because I feel like this is something that, people can say like, oh, if you do this, you get results. Well, what do you mean by that? So I want to talk to you about what I mean by videos that matter, so you can decide if this is what you want. And I really mean this specifically, they matter. And what do I mean? Hello, Sandy. Back to Romper Room. Hello, Sandy. Hello, busy mom. Hello, Lala. Hello. Yes. And we always wanted our name to be called. Love that. I think once I did have her hear many. Anyway, what does a video that matters mean? What do I mean by matters? Well, a video that matters works for you and it works for your target audience. So works for you means that you get to show off who you are as a person and as an expert. So you're sharing credibility and connection. That is a video that works for you. A video that works for your target audience, first of all, it is reaching and connecting with who you want to connect with. That also is working for you. You're connecting with the people you want to work with. Why it works for them is it gives them some sort of value. We used to always think, and maybe just me, tell me if this is true for you. When I heard you want to share value, I always thought that that meant you have to share education. Like I have to figure out my expert tips and I have to share in like a how-to, a tutorial, and I have to teach something. That's what I thought value meant. That's what I thought it just means that. But it isn't. When it comes to video, to get value from a video, it could be that we're simply entertained. So don't you find value in watching something that entertains you, that makes you smile, that inspires you, that yes, you learn something sometimes, but you don't need to. So your audience, a video works if your audience gets value from it. And remember that value means many things. If I'm inspired, if I'm motivated, if I'm educated, if my mind is opened, if my emotions are evoked, that is all value. So when you combine that, a video that works for you and works for your audience, and it is reaching your target audience, the reciprocalness of that is what makes a video that matters. So you are getting results, meaning you are touching the lives of the people who you want to want more from you. So I want to make a video. If I just want to make a video that reaches a lot of people and gets a lot of likes, I could do some tricky things. Like I could go get my kitten and make an adorable video, and it's going to get lots of people to go, oh, look at this. But what good does that do me if that's all I do? Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't once in a while use some tricks to reach people, but if a video just of my cat looking cute does not matter to me and my brand and the growth of my personal brand and my business, right? So I'm gonna give you 5 elements of what I have called the SHINE model. Because I love acronyms and I love simplifying and I like putting things into a system, I took the 5 elements that make a great social media post and video, and I named all of the 5 elements with the letters of the word SHINE, because that fits and it helps me remember and it helps me teach you, and now it will help you remember. If you put all of these 5 elements in your videos, you're talking to the right people, you're showing off you and your personality and your expertise, and the goal of these videos is to get the people you want to reach to want more from you. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Let me know if that sounds good, and I'm going to share the 5 elements of the SHINE model with you. So who is this joining me? If you are on a Facebook page, I don't see you. You must be, and I'm sorry, if you're on a Facebook group, put your name in with your comment so I know who you are. Motivating, excellent. Yes, and as a mom, this works perfectly because whatever you're trying to share, other moms probably want to hear it and learn from you. I assume that those are the kinds of things that you are sharing. So hello, Rira, thank you for joining me. Okay, you guys ready? It looks like you guys are ready for the SHINE model. So we're going to start with each of the letters. I'm going to give you all of the 5 elements that need to go into your videos. And if you have any thoughts or questions, put them in the comments and I will pause and make sure that you understand everything I'm talking about. Why am I talking about this? It's because I've learned what types of videos reach millions of people, and that's what we all want. We want to get the recognition that we are working towards. If you keep putting out great content and no one is seeing it, you may be missing some elements. And when you combine these 5 elements with some with the viral video formula, then you're unstoppable, and not just going viral, but going viral for the right reasons to get you out there reaching the people you want to reach. Okay, so let us get started with S. Remember, this is Shine, S-H-I-N-E. 5 elements that help you create a video that matters. S is for spin. What is spin? Spin is your take, your opinion, what you think of most situations. Now, we go into detail on how to figure out your spin. This is part of your personal branding. Whether you are building yourself as whether you're building your brand as a content creator, or within your content, you're looking to promote services and or products to grow a business. So you still have to boost you and your personal brand. So in order to grow a business, you want to grow your personal brand. And to grow your channel, you want to grow your personal brand. And to do that, the first thing you want to get clear on is your spin. I will give you some examples. First, I'll talk about a client that we have in my agency. They work with businesses to help them grow. So there are so many people out there that help businesses grow, right? But their spin is that it's all about the relationships within the people in the business. And so their spin is pretty much it's all about relationships. So let me go back for a second and say that your spin is not just one sentence. It can be several things. I recently looked back at mine. I drew out as a pretty graphic my spin, and it had 8 pieces to it. So 8 things that are always part of what I put out there. It's part of your branding. It's your opinion. It's things that come up over and over again for you. So for this client, when we're writing posts for them, we don't just say, here's a tip on how to grow your business. We relate it to relationships. So it could be relationships between the founders of the business. It could be the relationship between the employer and the employees. And it could be about the relationships between employees. And so everything that they talk about and that we help them put out there in the world, in their videos, in their posts, you can see their spin come through. It always has something to do with relationships. You want to grow your business? Look back at this part of your business, which is related to relationships between people. So what are parts of your spin? My spin includes a few things like good enough is perfect. Don't wait to keep perfecting and tweaking. Get out there now. That's one of the parts of my spin, and it's something that I teach over and over again. And even when I come onto a live show and or do a video, I may not use those words, but it comes through. I am not waiting to be perfect. I don't look like Martha Stewart, like where I have my script. I'm not scripted. I'm not perfect. I don't look perfect and sound perfect, but I focus on the value I'm giving. So what's coming through all the time, my spin is get your value out there instead of waiting to perfect it, because it will never be perfect. So get out there and then, tweak it as you go. So that's part of my spin. So think about, what is your spin? I also believe that entrepreneurship is the vehicle to freedom. That's part of my spin. It comes through in pretty much everything I put out there, because I talk about, how to grow a business, how to have a business so that you're not tied to it every minute, that you can leverage, you can scale to have more freedom. So what are parts of your spin? Talk to you later, Layla. And Shari is ready. I tried to allow the after show. Yeah, there you go, Shari. It works. You're showing up and shining now. Thank you for doing that. So I know who you are. So think about, what is your take? What is your yes, I will. I will send. I will make sure that you get access to the notes. So if you do want notes for today's show, put a hashtag notes in the comments and we will get you access to the notes for today's show. think about what is your take, what is your opinion, what is something that comes up for you, and it's kind of how you relate to all the content you put out there. So get clear on that. Yes, words are quicker to read. I will send you those. Harmony, H. This is the second part of you creating videos that matter. Harmony. What does that mean? Well, every single thing, let me move over here, every single thing that you put out needs to be in harmony with your personal brand, needs to be in alignment with who you are as a person, as a business owner, as a content creator. Every single thing. So if you want to create any content, a video, we're talking about video. You want to create a video? Don't simply look at trends and say, well, this looks like a fun trend. It's going viral. I'll jump in on it. Only if what you're putting out is in alignment with who you are as a brand. All of your content needs to be in harmony with each other. Does that make sense? Are there any questions about that? One thing that I have seen, and I'm sure you've seen this, is a person who claims to have a certain expertise, certain value that they share with the world. For example, I empower women with positivity. And that's their claim, their brand. And one day they put out a post that is ranting and negative and angry, but not with a spin of positivity. It's just completely against and in disalignment with who they claim to be. When I see that, I lose respect for who they claim to be. And I say claim to be because I don't believe it anymore. If you ever put out content that is in disharmony with who you claim to be, you sever the trust with your audience. And if you want to get it back, it takes a long time. If you do it again, if you sever that trust again, you may sever it forever. Don't do it. Does that make sense? Shari says, harmony is super important. I've been guilty of not posting in harmony. Me too, which is why I do these shows, to remind ourselves. Now, I don't think I've ever done something that is that, I guess, apparent. Like I am very positive and look on the bright side. I know never to put out something that is whiny and complainy without so I sometimes, yes, want to complain and post it. I try to add humor. I try to say, this terrible thing is happening. Maybe I should look on the bright side. So I'm not saying you can never post something that feels like, wait, I'm not allowed to say that. If you put your spin on it, that's why it's great to be clear on your spin. If you put your spin on it, it is in harmony with your content. Does that make sense? Cool. Let's see. That's what I'm missing. Sandy, you're missing harmony? Great. We're going to work on that. Hello, Sophie. Great to see you. It's so funny. We just had a whole bunch of new members join Shine, which starts with an S. And I think 50% of the members, I went back and looked, their names started with S. Isn't that funny? I think there's a Susan, a Sophie, a Sandy, a Shari. I'm forgetting because they're not here with us at the moment. But welcome to all of you S's. And welcome to all of you who aren't S's too. So that is harmony. I, S-H-I. I stands for I am. So let's talk about that. So many S's, but we're on I now. So if Eileen, you're here, Irene, Imelda, any I's here? So I stands for I am. And what I mean is you need to put you need to put you in your videos. Is this missing in your video? That it's a video that doesn't matter, as we were saying. It's not going to connect with your target audience. even if your face is not in it, your brand, not your business necessarily, although that's part of your brand and who you are, but your personality, your passions, your likes and dislikes, does that come through in your videos? Let me know if there are any questions on that. I find this to be something where most people who are trying to get themselves out there on social media are going or are not, they're going in one direction or the other. They're going too far in one direction. Either I don't want to share personal stuff, so I'm going to keep it fairly surfacey and generic, and that will never connect with people. And then I'm sure you've seen people who just put their personal and go as far as putting out private information. Personal and private, by the way, are different. I would never advise you to put out private information in your videos or your social media posts. But personality, 100%. But there are people who are only putting out all about their life and their family and their kids and their pets and their activities, their hobbies, and there's nothing else. It's like, well, that might be fine if you're not promoting a brand or a business, but so okay, so I know who you are, but what else? So when you can go in the middle where you are putting out your personality through your spin and always being in harmony with all of your other content, it's the perfect combination. I hope that makes sense. Hello, B, welcome. So good to see you. Okay, so that is I. N stands for, I'm going to say niche. I don't know why. When I say niche, it sounds wrong, even though I was taught niche. The riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. I like the sound of niche. How do you say it? N-E-E or N-I? Niche. So N now it stands for Nika. Any other N's in the audience? So niche, what do I mean by that? You want to speak to your niche. Niche is, Sophie says it that way, and she is you're from England, right, Sophie? So I feel very, Americans, when we can sound a little bit British, we feel more elegant and more high class. So, so maybe that's why I like niche, because I'm very snooty, as you know. Awesome. So when I say you want to have your niche in your videos, what I mean is don't forget who you're talking to. So your niche is not just your target audience, but mostly when I say niche in your videos, I mean don't forget who you're talking to, your target audience. Just don't forget them, because if we try to please everybody, which means we're pleasing no one. If you can speak to who your audience is, I work with 30 men in their 30s who have a toddler at home. Now I can speak their language, and when they're flipping through and scrolling through, they hear me talking to them, right? Who is your target? What is your niche? Speak the language of it. Not the highfalutin language, but speak their language. The laity, what do they say? And use their language, and they will feel like you are talking to them. That is N. And now we are on E. And this one is what will separate you from all the other people doing what you do. It is so missing. And it reminds me of the phrase, the shoemaker's kids have no shoes, because the shoemaker is so busy making shoes for everyone in the village, he doesn't have time to make his children shoes. There are so many people who live like this and run a business like this. I have seen many people who offer website design services, and you look at their website and it's not very good. And they say, I'm so busy doing work for clients that I don't have time. I don't go for that. There are social media people who say, let me help you with your social media. And I look at their social media and they're not posting consistently, and their posts are not compelling. How can you help me? How can I trust you if you are not living by example? And that's what E is. Example is the intersection of your expertise and your lifestyle. Are you living what you preach? Can that come through in your videos? So if I preach looking on the bright side and positivity, is that coming through in my videos? This is a big part of harmony as well, right? So if your content is always in harmony with your personal brand, you pretty much got E down, right? The more you can share that you live what you preach, you are walking your talk, the more that your videos connect with the right people who want to work with you. Wouldn't you rather work with a stylist who looks stylish than a stylist who says, I'm so busy working with clients, I don't have time to take care of my own appearance? Right? It sounds ridiculous and obvious, but how many people out there do you see who aren't walking their talk? I remember 20 years ago, maybe, I'm making the number up. It was about 20 years ago. I was working in interior design and I helped people design their homes. I was very proud of my home, but often it felt messy. And even though maybe disorganization, I didn't teach organization, that's for sure, but I taught making your design beautiful. And when my home felt disorganized, I would never allow a client in my home. And I felt very in disharmony. And I felt I wasn't living by example. I am so glad that I really feel like I am now. I teach exactly what I know how to do because I'm doing it. It's the best way to wake up and run your business. Are you living by example? Are you walking your talk? Does your lifestyle intersect with your expertise and they combine and you live and work and do it all and share what you learned? How is that for you? So let me go back to some questions. Actually, you know what? Let me just quickly, for those of you who did not see the SHINE, these are the 5 elements of creating a video that matters. Short video can be on TikTok. It can be on YouTube Shorts. It can be on Facebook or Instagram Reels. And it will stand out for you and your audience. Even if it doesn't go viral, it will have you stand out and connect with your audience. Include your spin, your take on everything that you put out there, your personal brand, your spin. Make sure it is in harmony with all of your material is in harmony with each other, your personal brand. Make sure that your personality, you, I wish it was a you, but it's I. You say this with me now. I need to show up in my videos. Let's say that together. I need to show up in my videos. Because otherwise it's generic and surfacey and cannot connect people. People need to fall in love with you and then trust you, and they can't if you don't show up in your videos. And speak your niche, speak the language of your niche and your target audience. And then live by example. Show up and walk your talk. Yes, so I see many of you saying notes. So you will get the notes, or I will send you me or my amazing assistant, Chrissy. Chrissy or I will show up in the next hour or so to give you access to the notes. And if you're on my Facebook page, you will get an automatic access to it. But if you're watching anywhere else, we will come back and give you access. If you are liking the content that you see in these weekly shows, I do want to tell you about the Shine Squad. If you like this content, you will love being in the Shine Squad. What we do in the Shine Squad is we take this content and we make it work for you. We implement it. So instead of just getting great information, we are implementing it in the Shine members' businesses so that they are getting the results they want. So you can type in Shine info or go to Shine-365 and get all the information. I would love to help you take this And from today, we are creating videos that matter, that get you lots of visibility and connect you with the right people. And all of the other content that we do in the Shine, in Rise and Shine, we implement it in the Shine Squad. So I share lots of great information to help you on my Friday show. In the Shine Squad, we implement it. How amazing is that? So that has been a very helpful way to go through the Shine. Excellent. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you are liking this. And a few people are typing in notes. We will come back and we will come to you. If there are any other questions, feel free to type them in and I will be back later if I miss them now and continue the conversation with you. It has been an absolute pleasure. Don't forget to check out Shine-365 so we can continue our relationship. And until next Friday's show, if I'm not seeing you in the Shine Squad, don't forget to choose happy, spread joy, and shine unapologetically because the world needs more you. Take care, my beautiful friends.